Has this ever happened to you? You are innocently scrolling, looking through your favorite designer's website, when suddenly you find something you must have. You get out your purse, you get out your wallet and your credit card, anxiously waiting to buy it. When suddenly you realize you cannot afford that. You quickly put away your wallet in dismay. Whatever will you do? We'll look no further. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rebecca. So today we are doing a DIY. Specifically, I want to make this like inspired set from Jacquemus. Is that how you say it? I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. There's this skirt and I think I can recreate it. I'm gonna try my best. We'll see how it goes. And then I wanted to make, if I have enough fabric, like kind of like a matching shirt for it that's inspired by one of their shirts. It's not going to be like exact. So this is the fabric that I bought. It's from Fabricland. It was like a remnant in one of their little bins. It was seriously only $5 and it's 0.9 meters. So I'm hoping that's enough. I guess let's just go over my plan. I'm gonna open this up, use my dress form to like kind of drape it. And the way I'm gonna make like the kind of like the opening and then this thing that comes together and then the slit is I'm gonna add like 2 inches extra around the whole circumference so that it hangs loose up here, but then it comes together into that seam and there's that slit. If that makes sense. I think that makes sense. And then I'm just gonna pin up the 2 pleats on the right side here, add a zipper on this side, and then we should be done. Like that seems like a good plan, does it not? Anyways, that is what I'm gonna do with the skirt. I guess we'll go over my plan for the shirt, if that can happen, after I'm done with the skirt. Got my child scissors. I really need to get actual scissors. Ooh, it's really nice fabric. Now I'm just going to put the right side on the outside of the dress form and just start draping. I've never draped before. This is my first time, so I really hope it goes well. So the actual draping was kind of a longer process for me just because I was so new to it. So yeah, it took me like a few hours because I just wanted to see if this was like even possible. So you actually see me like change 3 times in this. So my camera just died, but I think this is where I'm gonna stop anyways. I've like kind of got a basic shape down. Let me just get down at this level. Okay, I might like play around a little bit more with like the draping. It is called a draped skirt after all, so I think I just need to like play around with it and see what I want and like what I like. I guess I'll see you guys then when I'm doing that. Good morning. So it is Monday today. I also realized I need to have a seam on this side or it's gonna be too like A-line as it goes down. So now what I'm gonna do is just undo what I did here in the front, cut down the side seam to have like a panel for the back, and then we'll redrape the front and hopefully it will be like a little closer to what the actual skirt looks like. So let's go ahead and do that. I am afraid to cut this. I feel like I'm way in over my head right now. So the way I did this middle part was I thought of it as this large dart, and I took fabric that was higher on the outside and met it with fabric that was lower on the inside so that it created this asymmetrical look. Okay, so we have a number of things to sew. Okay, so these are my first few steps. So I need to sew the top seam, and then I'm gonna sew the zipper, and then I'm gonna sew the other side. But first, I need to go buy a zipper. So let's head over to Walmart because there's nowhere else to go here. Hello. Okay, I am just sewing up a zipper right now. I already did one side. Looks pretty good. I'm just gonna sew up the other side now. Once we do the zipper, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna sew up the other side. And then we're gonna put it on my mannequin and we're gonna see like how it fits, how it's looking. I'm really nervous. Okay, let's sew up this weird slit thingy-mabob. I hope I did that right. Okay, I'm gonna try it on. This is how it's going so far. I feel like I have this lip pretty good. I think it's kind of similar to what they have here. So next I'm going to put this in the dress form and then do the 2 pleats here, tack them up, try it on, and I think what's gonna help is to take it in a bit more. But like the lip is pretty good. It's kind of what they have. Kind of. Okay, so I'm using my phone. These are the pleats that I did and I think they look like pretty good. I'm getting really tired. It's been a long day, but now I have this laid out flat and I'm just going to cut off the hem where I want it. Originally I cut this at a midi length, but then it just seemed way too conservative, so I put it back up to the knee length. Okay, so I cut off the hem and then I did up the side seams and I cut the slit. I feel like so overtired, sick right now. I will see you in the morning. Goodbye. Good morning. Okay, so here is the skirt so far. I don't feel like being a perfectionist with this. I'm just seriously going to like hem the bottom by 1 inch, invisible stitch it, invisible stitch the slit, and then make the little tie thing for the top, and then we're gonna move on to the shirt. So the invisible stitch did not look good on the hem, so I just went to a regular rolled hem for the slit and for the bottom, and then I went on to make the ties for the front center part, and with that I was done with the skirt. Okay, so I have an extremely crude drawing for what I want the top to look like. Essentially this. But basically what I noticed a lot in like the collection was there's a ton of like strings and like straps coming from the garments. So I want to make like a tank top that has like a kind of a scoopy neckline and then almost like a corset bottom where it like kind of comes down and then comes back up, and then there's going to be like a little notch here at the bottom so that I can put a little strap around my waist, and then the back is just going to be regular rectangle, and then I'll just add a couple straps. That will be it. I'm also going to have a zipper on the side. So I had just enough fabric for this such that the weave of the fabric is opposite in the skirt and the shirt. But anyways, I began like tracing out the shape that I wanted for the very top, and then I repeated it on the same side, and I actually had to create darts for this just because I wanted it to fit me like nice and snug. I ironed the darts, I kind of cut out a shape, and I think it looks okay. I'm getting like really tired of sewing though. Like I'm just kind of over it, so that's why I'm just throwing this together. Then I traced out the shape that I wanted for the bottom, and then I draped the back and pinned it to the side to make sure that they were aligned properly. And then I got to sewing and I began pinning along the top of the neckline so that I could begin sewing it. It's also important to note that I clipped the corners because it's almost impossible to pin it without that. So I have 1/2 done. I'm just gonna check in with you guys once I'm like maybe sewing this just to save the battery on my camera. Once I had hemmed the top, I moved on to hemming the bottom, both the front and the back pieces. Okay, so the shirt is like basically almost done. Like it's almost all constructed. So tonight I'm just gonna sew up the side seams, and one of the side seams needs a zipper. So I'm gonna do that like off camera. But I will see you guys in the morning. Hello again. So I just need to close the ties on the skirt, and then I'm gonna use an old earring as a little gold circle thing in the middle of them. I'm also gonna hem it a little bit shorter, but I'll just show you guys later how it turns out. And then for the shirt, I just need to make that big long waist strap, and that's 3 things, and then we're done. And yeah, I'm just gonna do that off camera, not bore you guys. And then after those things, we're done, and then I can show you guys the finished product. I hope it turns out well.
Standing over in a nightgown, she's got the phone cord twisted around her finger. She's a sight to see. See Jane.
Okay, so I think it turned out all right. The skirt looks pretty close to the actual like Jacquemus, what I was modeling after, and I think the shirt is cute too. Like I think I would love to wear the shirt with like different pants. So I think it actually worked out for me. It wasn't too hard either, so you can definitely try this out for yourself. I used about 1 meter of fabric, and it was kind of like a linen fabric. For the strap on the shirt, by the way, I actually used an old bra hook. So if you're gonna make this, that's what you should use too. If you have any questions, write them down below. Any thoughts, comment down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you guys next time.